Hi friends, welcome. This is our weekend flow practice. I'm Michelle, if we don't know each other. I'm so glad you're here. And me too, that we're moving and breathing together. It's really a simple thing that I want to offer and come back to this weekend. And it's this sense of simply moving through and being intentional about that word or that phrase, moving through, because it's different than like muscling through, and it's different than muddling through. It's just sort of this fluid, easeful state, right? Maybe not easy, but easeful state of moving through. Moving through wherever you are, whatever in between you're in. To know that you're not stuck, but also that you can't jump ahead. Yeah. That we gotta move at the pace, in the case of this physical practice, the pace of breath. Trying not to over control that pace, but just be with your own movement, with your own breath, and let that be the right pace, the right place to be. Yeah. One of those things that's both really simple and really not. To just move through and allow yourself to be in that space. So that's what we're working with today. At least that's what I'm working with. Intention is always up to you to do what feels right in your body, mind, spirit. I do always like to give you a heads up when we're going to be moving around the mat. And we're going to do that a bit today. Really just to the front, the left side, and the back of the mat for the most part. So just in case you need to orient in a specific way, to know that. And I think that's all you got to know. So we always begin with a few moments of resonance, which is really just time to tune in. I use mantra and the harmonium really to amplify resonance that's already there between us. So settle into this moment of practice that we'll move through. If there's other intention you want to layer on, settle into your breath now. Sato ma sat gamaya, timaso ma jyotir gamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. Om asato ma sat gamaya, timaso ma jyotir gamaya. Sato ma sat gamaya, timaso ma jyotir gamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. Om asato ma sat gamaya, timaso ma jyotir gamaya. Opportunity now to join in that resonance, amplify intention and breath, the sound of Om together. First, where you are, a big free breath in and full breath out. And then toward Om, breath in. Allow that resonance to stay with you, to expand with breath until there's some movement, some reaching, rolling, whatever brings you toward a tabletop shape. That's where we're headed. And whatever movement, again, leads you here, or whatever you need as you get here, let yourself find that movement. Feel supple and supported in your hands, your wrists, your elbows, hips, knees, shins, feet, all of it. Begin to root down into the earth. Notice as you press down, there's this affirming reverberation that comes back. Gives you a little more oomph to hug in and up underneath you. Let all the air out of your next exhale. And when you inhale, peel your heart forward, lift your tail toward a cow spine. Hug in through your arm bones. And as you exhale, press down into the earth, lift your belly to round toward a cat spine, tuck your chin, and keep the hug inward. And then begin to move through those shapes with your breath. Yeah, so I don't want to over direct you. Just each inhale, peel open through the front line of your body. And each exhale, round, open the back. And then I encourage you also to get a little bit less linear today, to move in more circular ways through your hips, your shoulders, make C curves in your spine. But through that same basis of inhaling through a cow spine and exhaling through a cat spine, even if they get sort of twisty. That's the movement you're building on. Just one or two more rounds of movement and breath. We'll meet back in this tabletop shape that's steady, but now maybe breath moves a little more freely. There's been a little bit of movement, yeah. And as you're ready, as you feel rooted again, extend your right leg back. Give it a stretch. So let your toes stay on the floor so you can really push your heel back, pull your crown forward. And then from all that space, begin to support it again. Hug in underneath you, hug through your arms, through your belly. Press down into the earth to lift your right toes off the earth. Flex your toes. And just sort of imagine your whole right leg is one unit, all the way from your flexed heel. Engage your muscles toward your bones, all the way up through your right hip. And then begin to rotate that unit to the right. So your toes move to the right, your right thigh sort of rolls back and up. And then bend your knee out to the right, so like you're kicking your right foot a little bit to the left. Find a breath. And when you exhale, draw your right knee toward your right shoulder and round your spine, draw right knee toward your chest. Yeah, so it's a big circle we're making. Inhale, press your right heel back, extend. Exhale, rotate your leg. Inhale, bend your right knee, press through your right heel a little to the left. Exhale, pull your right knee out to the right, and then round up underneath you, pull in. One more like that. Press back. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your right leg. Keep rooted down through your right arm. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, draw out to the right, way out, and then in, round, knee toward your chest. Inhale, extend back and rotate a little faster. Exhale, pull in, right knee to the right side, and then step outside your right hand. Give some weight to your right foot. Yeah, that might give a little more sensation also within your hip. So if that's true, let that simmer. Use an inhale to pull your heart forward, almost like that cow spine. Your collarbones go wider. And as you exhale, pull back through your hips toward Ardha Hanumanasana, extending your right leg. Bow inside your right leg. Move a couple times with breath. Inhale, lunge forward, heart forward. Exhale, your hips draw back, extend your right leg. Inhale, forward. Again, the pace of your breath. So when you exhale, draw back. When you inhale, draw forward, and then just heel toe your right foot more toward the center of your mat. Press down into your right foot and rise Anjaneyasana, arms to the sky. Settle a little bit down into your lunge, but hug into your legs to support that space. Push down through your right foot, reach your fingers taller, and then peel your elbows down wide. Feel your arm bones squeeze toward each other. Keep this hug and keep the cactus arm shape, but rotate to the right. So you're twisting your right ribs back, your right elbow back. Hug into your legs, up through your crown. Keep the cactus, but now see if you could rotate your palms down toward the floor, and then down any amount, your fingertips toward the floor. As you're kind of reversing that cactus. Keeping your thumbs or your palms facing the back. Now extend your arms and then turn your palms forward. Yes, you might watch it. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, turn your palms down and then your fingertips down toward the floor-ish. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, turn your palms to the right. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, turn back toward the front of the mat. Press to your right foot, reach long. Exhale your hands down to the mat, tuck your toes. Lift your back knee. Heel toe your right foot a bit wider again, so both hands are inside your right leg. Pour some weight forward, really all your weight forward, and step your left foot toward the outside of your left hand. So you're in a wider than usual forward fold. Soften your knees as you need to. Find a breath in to the back of your lungs. Find some buoyancy there. Keep that buoyancy, but now sink your hips back toward Malasana. If you need to turn your toes out a bit, that's okay with me. And a little pulsation here. So when you inhale, lift your hips. And when you exhale, sink your hips back and down. So maybe just back even with your knees, or maybe further down. A couple times in that pulsation. Inhale, lift your hips, hang heavy. Exhale, hips heavy. Lift the back of your heart. One more time. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, sit low. From here, press into the earth to stand up, reach tall. Walk your feet back under your hips. Press down into the earth, reach tall again. Exhale, pour forward to fold, Uttanasana. Again, press through your feet. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale, pour forward, fold, Uttanasana. So just this little half salutation. Inhale to lengthen your spine, lift the back of your heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Move at your pace, the pace of your breath. I always like to think of this little salutation as a breath salutation. It's your whole body breathing. And it's half of a sun salutation, really. But it always just feels like breath to me. Give yourself time to move through one more time. We'll meet in that forward fold, Uttanasana. Once you find your way there, find another full body breath into the back of your lungs. Exhale fully, freely. Shift your weight right, push through your right foot to step your left toes to the back of the mat. Spin your back heel down. We're moving toward warrior one. Press down through both feet, reach forward and up. And this time, we're just here to find this shape, yeah? See what it feels like. Hug in through both legs, lift your thumbs. Settle your tail. Hug in through both legs, press down through your feet to reach tall. And then hinge forward, as if you're reaching toward the inside of your right leg. Turn all your toes left and we'll find Skandasana. Yeah, so your left leg bends. Fingertips could come to the floor or not. Shift your weight right, bend your right knee, Skandasana to the right. Exhale, shift your weight left. Turn to the back of the mat. Step back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breath in. Breath out. It's his first time in this shape for this practice. So again, just like that warrior one, just here to sort of find the shape, see what it feels like, and know that you're moving through it. Yeah, you're never stuck in a shape, but breathing through it, moving toward this shape, toward the next iteration of it, the next expression of it. Hug in through your arm bones, down through your hands as you lift through your hips and soften your knees a little. Could you draw back and up through your hip creases a little extra? And then as you exhale, lift your hips till your heels lift. Wave forward toward plank. Hug through your arm bones. Extend. Bend your knees. Hug in to touch your knees down back to our tabletop shape. You just once inhale toward a cow, spine open, the front body. Exhale to cat, spine open through the back. Inhale to neutralize, and then extend your left heel back. Again, let your toes stay tucked. Take a moment to really press back through your heel, forward through your crown. At the same time, as you're extending, gather up some strength. Push into the floor through your hands to lift your left toes. Feel the whole left leg as one unit. Engage muscle to bone. And then rotate that unit to the left. So both hands stay rooted, only your left leg rotates. Bend your left leg. Your left knee out to the left, your left foot kind of presses to the right. Take a breath in. Exhale, draw way out to the left and then round your spine. Hug in. Inhale, press your heel straight back. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, out to the left and round. Again, could be your pace is different than mine. When you inhale, extend back. Exhale to rotate your hip. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, left knee way out to the left and in. A little faster. Inhale, extend back and rotate. Exhale, bend your knee out to the left. Step outside your left hand. Pour some weight into your left leg. Hug in through both legs. Settle your hips heavy. Keep all that. Just pull your heart forward like there's a magnet drawing it forward to open through your collarbones. And then as you exhale, pull back through your hips, extending your left leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale brings you forward. Lunge. Exhale, draw back, Ardha Hanuman. Let it be an expression of your breath. Each inhale extends forward. Each exhale draws back. Next time you draw forward, heel toe your left foot in just a touch. So you could press through it and rise, Anjaneyasana, both arms to the sky. Settle in your hips, but again, hug in to support the space. Lift through your thumbs, through the back of your waist. Keep that lift, but peel your elbow points wide and down. Hug into your arm bones, lift your heart. Keep this cactus arm, but rotate to the left. Hug through both legs. Kind of have to hug your left hip back and down a little extra so there's space to twist. So we're gonna keep the elbows bent, but now pushing your palms down toward the floor. And then as much as you can, your fingertips down toward the floor. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep this rotation of your shoulders, but extend your arms. And then rotate your palms over to the left side of the mat. Yeah, one more time. Cactus your arms. Keep the twist, belly work here. Push your palms down and then your fingertips down. Extend your arms. Rotate your arms. One more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, send both hands down to the mat inside your left leg. So I might have to heel toe out to the left. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Gather up through your legs so your hips are light. Pour your weight forward to step forward outside your right hand. Settle your hips heavy. Inhale, lift the back of your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, sink your hips low, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips, pour forward. Just one more like that. Inhale, sink low, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, sink low. Press down through your feet, down through your tail, stand up. Reach tall, walk your feet in under your hips. Exhale, pour forward, fold, Uttanasana. A couple times through that little breath flow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Your inhale to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Your exhale to fold. Use your whole exhale. Inhale, lift the back of your heart. Exhale, fold. Again, your pace. Finish that round that you're on and then take one more. And we'll meet in that forward fold, Uttanasana. Once you're there, find that full body breath. Shake out what you need to. Push through your left foot to step your right toes back. Toward warrior one, spin your back heel down. Push through both feet to rise, warrior one. Both feet are strong. You're hugged in through both legs and up through the center. Hug in, press down through both feet to extend. Peel your elbow points wide. Stay low in your lunge, but reach your arms long again. Hinge forward. towards Skandasana. Turn your toes right. Shift your weight right. Shift your weight left. Shift your weight right. And back to the front of the mat. Step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Perhaps soften your knees to draw your hips back. Inhale. Exhale, lift and wave forward toward plank. Stay with your inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down to the mat. Cobra or upward facing dog. Push into the earth to lift your heart. Stay lifted, but press through hands and feet. And when you inhale, plank or tabletop to downward facing dog. And I'll say, now that we have played with extending the leg and rotating the leg in tabletop, know that you can do that anytime that we're in downward facing dog. It's the same movement here. Breath in. Hug through your arms, press into your hands, exhale. Inhale to lift your right leg back. Exhale, rotate your right leg. Push through both hands. Bend your right knee, push through your right foot. Lift your hips tall as you bring your right knee out to the right, toward your shoulder. Hug in, knee toward your chest. Whew. Yeah, one more time. Inhale, press back. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, bend your right knee. Coming all the way to the top of the mat. Exhale, right knee to the outside of your right shoulder. Step outside your right hand. Keep the back knee lifted or lifted if it's down. Inhale your heart forward. Exhale, lift your hips back. Straighten your right leg a little or a lot. So staying here a moment. This is a variation on pyramid pose. Your back heel is lifted so that it still feels like a forward fold. Like bring some weight forward. Yeah. Inhale, bend your right knee, send your heart forward. Exhale, lift your hips, fold inside your leg. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lift back. Inhale, forward. Spin your back heel down. Exhale. Right to warrior one. Press through your feet, rise. Settle. Push through both feet, lift your heart. Exhale, elbows peel wide. Inhale, hinge forward. Sweep your arms back behind you. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, hinge forward, belly lifts. Exhale, sweep your hands back, reach, extend your arms. One more, inhale, reach tall. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, hinge forward, so palms are down. And then sweep your fingers back, extend your arms. Stay here. Pull forward through your weight, forward through your heart. Push through your right foot to lift your left toes. Breath in. Breath out. Bend your standing leg, reach your toes back. We're going towards Skandasana, so reach forward as your toes touch down. Turn your toes left, shift your weight left, Skandasana. Yeah, just one more to each side, to the right and to the left. Turn toward the back of the mat. Spin your back heel down toward warrior two. Push through both feet to rise and settle. Again, just like in warrior one, hug in through arms and legs, press down into the earth. Lift your heart. Settle. Inhale, lift your left arm up and back. Extend your left leg toward triangle pose, hinge forward over your left leg. Just here for an inhale to rotate your right ribs back. And when you exhale, come back through warrior two. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, extend your left leg, tip forward. Stay with your inhale, again, no rush. Exhale is warrior two, use your whole breath. One more time, lift up and back. Extend your left leg, tip forward. Trikonasana is a full inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Spin both hands down inside your left leg. Heel till your left foot out to the left edge of your mat so that when you step forward, you can step outside your right hand back toward this Malasana shape. Settle through your hips. Again, they could be sort of knee height, they could be lower. I'm gonna turn toward you just so you can see clearly what I'm doing here. Yeah. So in our Malasana squat, I want to start to open the fingers to the sky. So your elbows can still hold your thighs, yeah? Or almost to that cactus arm, but we're kind of a little bit closed up, right? So hug in through your legs. Keep your right arm where it is, but begin to unhook your left elbow and roll your left ribs back. So you're now open in the cactus arms and you're twisted open. If you need to, you can bring your right hand down to the floor or a block. Yeah? But if you can, keep that cactus arm, lift through your belly to lengthen, make space. And then bring your hands back to earth. Lift your hips, just to give your hips a little break. Yeah, shake it out if you need to. Give it a little sway. Settle your hips back down toward the earth. Back to Malasana. Hands to heart center or hands to that semi-cactus shape. We're coming all the way back up to stand, same as before. Press down through both feet to rise, reach tall. Hands down through heart center, fold Uttanasana. Once more, inhale to lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, breathe big. Exhale, pour forward. Shift your weight left. Step your right toes back and find downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. A breath in. A breath out. Soften your knees, lift back through your hips. Wave forward toward plank. Stay with your inhale, knees up or down, but lengthen. Lower all the way down to the earth or halfway, Chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog, breathe into it. Keep the buoyancy, press through hands and feet. Press up, plank or tabletop. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Reset, breath, intention, connected with your body. So that's what these shapes are about, yeah, is the breath and intention here. Hug through your arm bones, root down into the earth. And with an inhale, extend your left leg back. With your exhale, rotate your left leg. Both shoulders stay rooted. Bend your left knee, push through your left foot. Keep your hips lifted as you pull your left knee out to the left and round knee toward your belly. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, draw out to the left, look forward, step outside your hand. Lift your back knee or keep it lifted, extend your heart forward. Exhale, lift your hips, that variation on pyramid pose. So stay this first time. Draw your left hip back, bring some weight forward into your left foot. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lift through your hips. Back leg stays strong this whole time. Again, inhale, lunge. Exhale, lift back. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lift back. Inhale, lunge forward. Spin your back heel down. Warrior one, lift tall. Exhale, elbows peel wide, sink your hips. Stay, inhale, spine gets longer. Tip forward. Exhale, press your arms back, reach your fingers back. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, elbows wide, stay low. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, press your hands back, extend your arms back. Last time, reach up. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, sweep your arms back and stay. Hug in through your arm bones, forward through the heart space. Forward with your weight, push through your left toes to lift your right leg behind you. It's just a moment or two of balance, stay with it. Big inhale to the back of your heart, same lift of buoyancy. Bend your left knee, reach your toes back, your fingers forward towards Skandasana, reach across the mat, turn your toes right, shift your weight right, bring it all the way around to the front of the mat. Right away, plant your hands, lift back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out, soften in your knees. Lift back through your hips. Exhale, wave forward toward plank. You could draw right back to down dog here, or lower all the way, or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog, but it's your breath that brings you here. Your exhale that draws you back to downward facing dog, your way. Full body breath. Inhale brings your right leg to the sky. Exhale, rotate your right leg. Inhale, bend your right knee. Right away, right knee to the outside of your right shoulder, step outside your hand. Inhale, spin your back heel down and press into the earth, warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, elbows peel wide. Inhale, hinge forward. Belly lifts, exhale, sweep your arms back. Bring your weight forward. Left leg lifts behind you. Next, inhale, left knee toward your chest. Stand up. Exhale, peel your elbows wide, the cactus arms. Rotate left, draw your left ribs back. Stay here. Stay lifted through your chest, through your belly. Bring your palms down, maybe your fingertips down toward the floor, any amount. Keep your palms behind you, or press them turned behind you, extend your arms, and then rotate your palms back to the left. Both arms forward and up. Exhale, chair pose, both feet to the earth, sweep your arms back. Just in this flow a moment, inhale, reach tall. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Switching legs here, push through your left foot, draw your right knee toward your chest. Exhale, extend your right leg back. Rotate your right leg open. We're gonna move toward warrior two. If you like, you could peel your right arm open toward a half moon shape on the way. And go slow and steady. Yeah, but wherever you go slow and steady toward warrior two. Settle in. Lift up and back with your inhale. Exhale forward towards side angle, Parsvakonasana. And even if you usually reach your hand down inside your left leg, don't do it this time. Bend your right elbow so you have that cactus arm with the right side. Then imagine this cactus arm with the left side too. Yeah. So either you're pressing through your feet and hovering your left arm off of your left leg, or you're bringing your heart a little further forward while your left elbow's on your knee. Yeah, but we're finding this cactus shape. Then only with your left arm, rotate so your right palm comes forward, and then extend your right arm back. And if you like, bend your right arm behind you to bring your right hand toward your left thigh. Yeah? So just in case that was weird, because it was weird, your right arm is cactus to start, and then we start to rotate. Yeah, your thumb is down toward the floor, extending your right arm. Stay there, or bend your right elbow behind you, right hand toward your left thigh. Wherever you are. Stay one more inhale, take up some space. Press down through both feet, unwind any bind that you have and come back through warrior two. Stay a breath. Spin your hands back down to earth. And step back, downward facing dog. Whew, yeah. Here we go, stay with it, breath in. Breath out. Lift back through your hips. Stay here or wave forward through plank. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Down dog or lower through chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Find your way back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Breath in. Breath out, hug through your arms and down. Inhale brings your left leg back, so we're still at the front of the mat. Rotate your left leg. Bend your left knee. Right away, look forward. Left knee comes way out to the left and then step outside your hand. Spin your back heel down, warrior one. Rise. Peel elbows wide. Hinge forward. Sweep your arms back. Draw in and forward. Shift your weight forward. Right toes lift behind you. Breathe in. Lift the back of your heart. Breathe out. Right knee toward your chest now. Stand up. Reach tall. Feel this connection, this sort of hug between your right thigh and your right ribs. As you peel your elbows down to that cactus shape. Draw your arm bones toward each other, your shoulder blades toward each other, and rotate to the right ribs back. Stay breath in, stay tall. And again, this motion through your shoulders, hands down, fingers down. Keep your thumbs down, extend your arms, rotate your thumbs up. Again, cactus arms. Exhale, hands down, fingers down. Extend your arms, rotate thumbs up. Both arms to the sky now. Exhale, both feet to the earth, chair pose. Sweep your arms back. Stay low in your hips. Inhale, reach tall, Utkatasana. Exhale, sweep back through your arms. Push into your right foot. Switch legs, left knee toward your chest. Right away, press your left heel back, heart forward. Sweep your arms back. Now, in a moment, we're gonna move toward warrior two. So again, start with that rotation of your left leg, your left hip lifts. So you could reach back toward warrior two, or on the way, roll your left ribs back, reach your left arm tall, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, B. But wherever you go, or however you get there, warrior two, slow. Let it be a process. And then settle in and let the shape be a process too. Now you're not stuck here. Breathing in it, moving through it. Push through both feet, lift your right arm up and back. Keep all this space on your right side as you hinge forward. Right elbow toward your right thigh. As your left arm reaches up, roll your left ribs back. So find that rotation already. Then bend your left elbow like that cactus arm. So the same feeling that you're pressing down through your feet, take your weight up out of your right side. So from here, you could spin your right arm forward. You could also take your weight all the way out of your right arm. Yeah? Your left arm's gonna move now. Same movement through your shoulder. So your palm presses down and then your fingertips down and then you extend back. Stay there, or draw your thumb down behind you, left hand toward your right thigh. Yeah, and you can stay right there. I'm just showing it again because it's weird, in case you want to try it again. Bend your left elbow, lengthen your spine. Press your palm down, your fingers down, extend your arm back. Stay here or bend your elbow kind of a chicken wing, to bring your right hand toward your left thigh. Where you are, take just one more breath because we've been here a while. Press through both feet. Take the weight out of your arms as you rise, warrior two. Stay a breath. Yeah. Spin your hands down inside your right leg and listen. Walk your right toe out, your right foot out to the right. Bring your weight forward to step forward, Malasana. That squat, whatever height your hips are at, let them be there. But in any case, hug in through your legs and press down through your feet. So last time we opened the left arm. This time the right arm is going to open to the twist. So first, bring your arms, your fingers to the sky. So it's almost like that cactus arm, but we're a little bit closed in. So now we're going to open that up. Hug in and down through your feet so you're supported. Unhook your right elbow. Begin to roll your right ribs back to twist. Full body breath. Stay with it. Keep your knees back over your toes. Back through center. Bring your hands to the earth. Lift your hips. Soften a moment. Shake out whatever you need to do. And then just come to a seat or a little sip of water, asana. And I want to show you where we're going next. So I'll just do some work for you for a second. We're moving toward Bird of Paradise, maybe. Well, we're moving toward it in any case. I don't know how far we're going to get, how far you're going to get, how far I'm going to get, to be frank. But here's what we're going to do. We've already done all the pieces. So we'll be in this Malasana squat. We'll open up, same as before. We'll start to, again, hug in and down so that there's some buoyancy. Unhook and open up toward this cactus shape. And then the same movement we've been working with in the shoulder. We press down, the fingers down. Extend out, thumb is down. And then come back behind. And this could be a place to stay. Yeah, this might be where you're moving toward Bird Paradise. Or if you're moving on, you're going to shift your weight to bring this other arm underneath. Yeah, but I'm all collapsed and weird. And I don't want to be collapsed in any shape. So now I'm going to bring my heart up and lift my hips to bring my weight over to this side. And then I think you know what's next, right? We press down through the standing leg and begin to lift any amount. Yeah, any amount we lift. And that's how we get there. We're going to come out the same way. Yeah, pressing down through both feet. Unhook, come through the twist. And then back through cactus arms and back to center. Yeah? Am I smiling too much for this shape? I don't know. I like this. This entry is really fun for me, so hopefully it's fun for you too. Let's give it a shot. Let's start from downward facing dog. Yeah, Adho Mukha Svanasana. A place to again connect intention. To remember what you're up to. Because the shapes themselves don't matter. But what you're doing in the shape. How you can breathe. How you hold yourself. How you move through. Reconnect to that a breath. Extend your right leg back. Rotate your right leg, bend your right knee, pushing through your feet and your hands. Lift your hips, look forward. Right knee out to the right, step outside your hand. One time, extend through your spine, heart forward. Exhale, lift your hips, extend your right leg. Inhale, draw forward, shift your weight forward. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Sink your hips down. Always the option to sit on a block, especially if you're gonna stay low and not try to stand up. Yeah, but even if you're not. From here, hug in and down through your feet. Find buoyancy and length at the back of your heart. Open your palms, yeah, into that almost cactus shape. Unhook your right elbow. Roll your right ribs back. Stay right here, leaning into this space behind your heart. Or begin to press your right palm down, your right fingers down, extend your right arm. And then hugging your right hand behind your left kidney or toward your left thigh. Then begin to shift your weight right. Yeah. Stay here or bring your left arm under your right leg, under your left leg, sorry. Maybe you're clasping your fingertips behind you. Shift your weight to the right if you have it. Press through your right foot, lift your hips. Pull in through your belly. Maybe touch your left toes a little closer in. Press through your right foot, lift through the center to stand. Or not, right? Maybe you come halfway and you're like, nope, not today. But find a place to be. So even if you're standing still, move through it, right? Breathe through it. And then use your next exhale to bring you back down. Woo, that was a little much for me. Sink your hips down. Open your left arm, open your right arm back to the sky. Rolling your right ribs back. Then bring hands to heart center. Let your hands rest down, lift your hips. Walk your feet in under your hips. Don't have to touch, yeah. Inhale, lift the back of your heart, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, inhale to reach tall. Exhale, peel your elbows wide, maybe lean it back a little bit, just open everything up. Inhale, gather back up. Exhale, pour forward, fold. Shift your weight right, step your left toes back. Step your right toes back, downward facing dog. Wave forward toward plank. Hug through your arm bones, inhale, lengthen. Down dog or lower chaturanga. Or all the way to the earth. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Exhale, plank or tabletop, downward facing dog. Breathe. Reconnect. The other side is a whole new world. We'll see how we feel, where we stay. But be where you can breathe, always. Hug towards center for support. Root down into the earth as you send your left leg back and up. Rotate your left leg. With your inhale, bend your left knee. With your exhale, lift your hips, look forward. Step outside your left hand. Inhale your heart forward, inhale. Exhale, lift your hips, extend your legs. Inhale forward, bring your weight forward. Step outside your right hand. Sink your hips, lift your heart. Your Malasana. Hug in and down through your feet, lift your heart. Open your palms forward. Unhook, again, hug in and down. Unhook your left elbow, roll your left ribs back. Might stay right here. Always can bring your right hand down if you need to. Or press your left palm down, your left fingers down, extend your elbow. And then stay, or bring your left hand behind you to the back of your heart or to your right thigh. Could stay here, rolling back. Could stay here, but start to roll your right ribs back, big twist. Or do that, reach your right arm under your right thigh. Reach your left fingertips for your right fingertips. Again, roll back. Press down through your feet to lift your hips. Give your weight to your left foot, walk your right foot in. Press down, lift your belly to stand or not. But press down and lift the crown of your head. Breathe. Full body breath, whatever shape you're in. Move through. Let breath move through. Slow and steady. Bend your standing leg a lot. Touch both toes down. Release the bind. Settle your hips down. Left arm opens. Bring both hands back down. Lift your hips. Settle your heart. Breathe big. Walk your feet back under your hips. They could be a little bit wide. Inhale to lengthen. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to stand. Reach tall. Peel elbows wide. Lean back. Inhale, gather up. Draw hands down through heart center. Take a moment here to be spacious. Open to breath. Press down through your feet, but your knees are supple. Lift up through your sternum into your thumbs. Press your palms into each other to be open across your lungs, all sides. Full body breath in. Breath out. Press through your feet, reach tall. Exhale, pour forward to fold. Breath in. Breath out. Shift your weight left. Step your right toes back. Step your left toes back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breath in. Breath out. Stay here, or another opportunity to flow forward, to move through Chaturanga, or to draw back, downward facing dog. Be where you can breathe, where you can move freely. Lift through the center. Hug through your arms, lift your right leg back. Rotate your right leg. Bend your right knee. Listen carefully. Stay lifted in your hips as you bring your right knee to the right, and then hug your right knee toward your chest. Look forward, bring your right knee toward your right wrist. We're coming toward a half pigeon shape. Yeah. So if you need a block or a pillow or something underneath your right hip, feel free to do that. Let's stay tall a moment though. Stay tall. To hug in through your legs and down through your right shin. Find this buoyancy at the heart space. Stay here. Or pour forward. Or again, bring your left arm to that cactus shape. Then press it down, and then your fingertips down, and then reach back behind you. Big stretch, right? Through that left side. Release that. Again, feel free to come forward, or try that on the other side, your right arm cactus. Down through your palm, down through your fingers. Extend your right arm back, bit of a twist. Draw your right ribs back. Hands to the earth. or forward, or bend your left knee. And then again, right fingers on the earth, lift your left arm toward that cactus. Palm down, fingers down. Sweep your thumb down, your left hand back, and this time you could capture your ankle. Kick into your hand. But again, you could be luxuriating, folding forward this whole time. You could also, again, do the same with your right arm and find a big, juicy twist. So a lot of options. Yeah, we got about 10 more breaths. So be where you are. If and when you end up folding forward, how could you be here and not stuck and not muscling, forcing, struggling? Could your breath move a little more freely if something softened or shifted? Ask that question no matter what version of this shape you're in. Could breath move more freely? Could you imagine yourself moving toward something through this shape? If you haven't yet, fold yourself forward. These last few deep breaths, full body breath. When you're ready, and again, there's no hurry, walk your hands in under your shoulders-ish. Stay soft in your elbows. Tuck your toes behind you and gather up some strength. Hug in through your legs, in through your arms to lift your hips and step back. One last time, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stay here or wave through your flow or your stillness. That stillness that breathes. Adho Mukha Svanasana. One last little flow. Extend your left leg back. Rotate your left leg open. With your inhale, bend your left knee. Hips tall as you bring your left knee out and in toward your belly. Look forward, aim your left knee toward your left wrist. Extend your right leg back. Again, if you need to sit on a pillow or some blocks, do that. Adjust as you need to. Ooh, sorry, I think I hit the mic there. Hug in through your legs and down through your left shin. Find buoyancy at the back of your heart as you pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. Find space to breathe. Be here a few breaths. Or press through your left hand, open your right arm for that cactus shape. Then press your right hand down, your right fingertips down. Sweep your thumb down, your fingers back. Big reach along your right arm. The front of your shoulder. And then release. Right hand to the earth. Again, you don't have to do any of this. You could start moving forward or just keep this buoyancy of in and up. Maybe just working on freeing your hands. Or keep your right hand rooted, bring your left arm that cactus shape. Press your palm down, fingertips down, sweep your fingers back, thumb down, pull your left ribs back, a little twist or big twist, yeah. Little but dramatic. And bring your hand back down to earth. Again, your choice to lift up and forward all the way or just a little to bend your right knee. Toes toward the ceiling or flex your heel toward the ceiling. Stay. Or bring your right arm to that cactus. Right fingers down. Right fingers back to capture your foot. Kick back into your hand to find space. And or could do the same with the left arm. Finding that twist. Big juicy twisting shape. Eventually we'll all fold forward, but you got about 10 breaths to be where you are or move from where you are to somewhere else. But don't stay in a place where you can't breathe. Shift as you need to. Soften or support as you need to, so that there's breath and ease. Sometimes I think about this, for some reason, in this shape more than others, that this shape is transition, that it is liminal space moving through this shape toward the next time I'm in this shape, like the next expression of this shape. I'm moving toward it. Breath is moving through. If you haven't yet, fold forward for the last few full body breaths. Give your hands weight. Walk them underneath your shoulders. Find that buoyancy just for a moment. And then send your weight over to the left to bring your right leg around. Both feet to the earth. Walk your feet about as wide as the mat. And you can reach forward or you can touch your fingers back behind you to just find this tick-tock movement of your hips. And then release that. Keep your knees tall. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees wide. And again, just for today, feel free to stay backward. Yeah. I would rather that than you hunching. Yeah, but if you're leaning back, push your tail back to lift your heart. To let your thighs fall open. You can support your thighs or knees with pillows or blocks. Yeah, if this is too much. If you want more, keep your tail drawing back and down. But start to sit tall. Maybe you hold on to your ankles. What we don't want is that rounding in your lumbar. Yeah, and in the middle of your back. So keep pouring your pelvis, tipping your pelvis forward, your tail back as you lift your heart. I promise I'll shut up in a minute. Stay here or begin to draw forward, open. We're just on the tail end of a full moon, a pretty potent full moon this week. So we're opening everything up with the intention of releasing. Releasing what's stuck. moving through and forward. When you're ready, release whatever lean you've got going. Use your hands to draw your knees toward each other and begin to lay onto your back. Unless you like to end your practice in a seat, then you can just come toward your seat. Yeah. In any case, take a moment in stillness to tune in. Laying on your back, we're in a different orientation than we have been this whole practice, yeah? So take a moment to be here, to notice where you're supported, where you can breathe. And if there's any part of you that still needs movement, that needs support or a different shape, please feel free to find what you need. It might be a couple more shapes. It might just be support, like your legs on the wall or a block under your hips. But eventually we move toward stillness. Whether that's a seat or Shavasana, another supported shape. But again, even in stillness, we're in transition, yeah? This is liminal space. Between the movement practice and the life practice. So you might take a moment, remind yourself or reset intention for how you'll move from here, how you'll move through the day, move through the world now. And let that intention move in your breath without effort. Allow breath and intention to move through. Be here. I want to honor your pace. So I encourage you to stay as long as you can, as long as you need. I encourage you to seal and close your own practice with intention in your way. I bow to you. Hey friends, Michelle here. Thanks so much for being here. It means a lot to be able to share this practice and this community with you. If you want to support what we're up to, the easiest way is to like this video, subscribe to our channel, maybe even leave a comment. We love hearing requests and feedback, whatever you want to share with us. If you want to be sharing this practice in real life here in France, we have a retreat coming up in September. We'd love to see you there too. Get all the details at the link in the description. Hope to see you before then. Be well, be good to each other.